Democrats sent a letter to President Biden asking for immigration reform to be included in the infrastructure bill. What does this mean? K-1 visa applicants were removed from the travel bans in place from certain countries. And I'm also going to talk about why you should file your taxes jointly as an immigrant. I'll be covering all those topics and more about immigration in the US in today's video, so keep watching. Do you have an immigration issue? Call us. If you get value from this video, please share it with your friends and be sure to like our page and subscribe to be notified when we release others. For those of you who may not know me, my name is Andres Mejer. I'm an immigration attorney and an immigrant. My office works with people trying to get legal status throughout the US and in the world. Our office is based in New Jersey, but we can help you anywhere in the world with your US immigration issues. If you get value from this video, please subscribe to this channel and hit the bell for notifications. If you haven't heard my story, I came to the US from Chile as a child. I didn't speak English, and for a long time, I didn't have a legal status. I know what it's like to live in fear of being deported, and even after I got my green card, because I didn't understand the immigration system, I almost lost it. And that's part of the reasons that I do these videos. I want you to understand the immigration system, and I want you to get the legal status you want as soon as you can, nor do I want you to lose it once you have it. If you know of other immigrants who would benefit from the knowledge I share, please share this video and/or channel with them. As I mentioned, we have lots to talk about today. Drop a comment below to let me know what is most important to you so that I can know what to focus on in upcoming videos. Moving on to our next topic. I've talked before about how the Democrats might be able to use a reconciliation bill to get some immigration laws passed. The reason this is important is that reconciliation bill only requires 51 votes rather than the 60 votes required of most bills in the Senate. If you remember, we now have 51 Democratic votes with Vice President Harris in the Senate. Reconciliation bills address the budget, and there are usually one or two voted on each session. This year, there will be 3 reconciliation bills voted on. They've already passed one. Now there will be up to 2 more. Since there will be up to 3 reconciliation bills, that means Democrats can push through more ambitious measures if they are related to tax and spending. So that's the big thing to remember. Anything they put in the rule and vote on must be related to taxing and spending. Leading Senate Democrats sent a letter to President Biden April 13th asking him to include immigration reform measures related to tax and spending in the coming reconciliation bill. As we find out more if he does that and what is included, we'll be sure to let you know. If you subscribe to our channel for notifications, that will help you about that as we share it. EAD, or Employment Authorization Document. Employment authorization is also known as a work permit. For most trying to get one, you'll file an I-765. If you've applied for one since COVID started, you've probably been frustrated with how long it's taking to get your employment authorization. As with most things in immigration, it's taking longer than usual. This is especially impacting over 100,000 people with H-4 and L-2 visas. These are spouses of H-1Bs or L-1B visa holders. USCIS has been dragging the process out far longer than is normal. On March 23rd, 2021, a class action lawsuit was filed by AILA, that's American Immigration Lawyers Association, of which I'm a part of, and several private law firms for people in this category. Many of them have lost their jobs and/or employers told them they won't wait for them to get their EAD. So the way it works, if they get approved for their L2 or H4 visa, which isn't happening, but once that is approved, they can then apply for their work permit. Since the visas aren't being approved in a timely manner, they can't even apply for their EAD card. Some of them have left the US or not even able to re-enter due to this, and this is causing family separation. Remember, one of the missions of USCIS has historically been keeping families together. This was changed during the Trump administration, but we believe the Biden administration will move back to that, though they haven't officially announced it yet. Really good news for those applying for a fiancé or K-1 visa and other immigration visas. They are now travel ban free. I know I mentioned at least one past video that people coming into the United States were not allowed to enter if they had been in the People's Republic of China, Islamic Republic of Iran, the Schengen area, United Kingdom, Republic of Ireland, Federative Republic of Brazil, or Republic of South Africa within the last 14 days before entering the US. A lawsuit was filed about this issue for K-1 and immigration visa applicants. On April 8th, 2021, the Department of State announced The Secretary has determined that the travel of immigrants, fiancé, visa holders, certain exchange visitors, and pilots and aircrew traveling to the United States for training or aircraft pickup, delivery, or maintenance is in the national interest for purposes of proving exceptions under the Geographic COVID Presidential Proclamation 9984 and 9992 and 10,143. The State Department says processing these type of visas is based on local conditions, so it may not change very much if your local consulate embassy is closed. But at least it seems like if there's a visa available and the embassy is open, those applying for a K-1 visa might see some movement in their application. The other part of this announcement is that if you are coming from these countries, you don't need to quarantine for 14 days. Now let's talk about taxes. Most years in the US, you must file your taxes on or before April 15th. This year, the deadline to file was extended for federal tax filings. The new filing date is May 17, 2021. But check your state to find out if they have extended their deadline as well, because many states have not. Say you don't have a social security number. Do you still need to file taxes? The simple answer is yes, you do. You may be wondering why. Filing taxes shows that you are a person of good moral character, which you must prove for many immigration applications. So I recommend that you do file taxes if you are working. Now, why does it benefit you to file jointly with your spouse? If you're filing for a green card by marriage, it means you're married. You should be filing taxes jointly, not as a single person. Remember, it's up to you to prove to USCIS you have a bona fide relationship. They start with the idea that all marriages are entered into under false premises. One way to prove you have a bona fide relationship is to show that you do things together, financial issues, family issues, social issues. So paying taxes is one way to do that. It's not the only way. You can still get a family-based green card even if you file separately, but you're going to have to explain. There needs to be a really good reason why you're filing separately rather than just jointly. So you show that you live in together, that you have bills together, you file taxes jointly showing supports your application. Yes, you may get more of a refund if you can both file as a single person, but let's consider the long-term benefit. Would you rather have a bigger refund for your taxes and not get your green card, or get your green card? Generally, that option is obvious, which is why I typically recommend filing jointly, although this is not meant to be tax advice. Filing jointly doesn't guarantee approval. It depends on the totality of the circumstances. And if you file as a single person, you may still be approved, but the more evidence you have to prove you have a bona fide relationship, the better. And filing taxes jointly as a married couple helps. Thank you to everyone who watched and commented on our videos. That's all for tonight. I hope this was helpful, because one of the reasons I became an attorney was to help people. If you need help with your immigration case, call us. We can't work with everyone who contacts us, but if we can help you, we won't take your money. Thanks for watching. Stay healthy and be well.